Welcome back to my channel. This is your Emzkie25 TV, and for today's video guys, this is my first international flight. So I'm heading to Mactan Airport with my itinerary and passport kasi we're going to Bangkok, Thailand. So I have it prepared already. So I will also tell you guys about my immigration experience, if it was difficult or not, and if I was able to pass through or not, and the papers that I have prepared for this travel. So first guys, once you arrived in the airport, you just have your first check, and that is to only present your passport to the guard. Now the second thing that you need to do is to check the board, if what gate you will be checking in. There will be boards guys all over the corner for you to check which counter you will be checking in depending on the plane where you have your ticket booked. So after verifying what gate you will be checking in, then you have to wait for the time until they will open it. So after checking in guys, you will be asked to pay for a travel tax before you will get your board pass. Now you can pay your travel tax online, but if you haven't paid it while you book the ticket, then you can also pay it there in the airport. Lucky me, because during that time there were no long lines in the travel tax counter, so I was able to pay quickly. Then right after paying the travel tax, you can go back to your check-in counter to get your pass to board the plane. Now after getting your pass, you have to proceed to the immigration counter. Now in the immigration counter guys, since this is my first experience, I have, when it's my turn to do the interview with the immigration officer, I just gave all my papers. That includes my COE, my income tax return, and itinerary together with my passport. So those are the papers that I have prepared and submitted to the immigration officer. And the questions were like, who are you with, if the travel is sponsored, and how long you will be staying there, and how long you will be in a particular place, and also about my job. He just asked if how long have I been associated with a company, something like that. So very easy. I have not experienced so much trouble when I was interviewed by the immigration officer. So luckily guys, we were in board, and for Philippine Airlines they have food. So in case you booked your ticket using Philippine Airlines, then don't worry about the dinner guys for international flights kasi meron silang pakain. So this is what we got. I chose the fish, and this order comes with salad and some stuff or like dessert, something like that. It was delicious. And guys, and with this view, we're couple of minutes from landing. So this is the air view of, or the top view, or the plane view, whatever you call it, while we're almost landing in Bangkok's airport. So this is the amazing view guys. This is the first ever big city that I have visited in my entire life, because it's like I have only been to places like Dumaguete City, Cebu City. Those are the cities that I've been in. So I've never been in the biggest city like Bangkok. So this is the amazing view that I have witnessed while on the plane. So this view makes me excited to land. So I was expecting a lot for this first international travel. It was a little bit scary because the flight was delayed because of the lightning or red lightning something warning. So but it's a little bit shaky also while we're in the Himpapawid. However, we were able to overcome it, and we're safely about to land in Bangkok. So Ang saya ng buhay, guys. Kasi after all the turbulence that we have experienced, after all the waiting time, like 3 hours and so, at least may pasnak naman si Philippine Airlines, so hindi naman tayo masyadong nagutom. So, we landed successfully in Bangkok Airport, which I forget the name. And guys, kasi masyadong malaki yung airport ng Bangkok, they have a travelator. Instead of just plainly walking, you can ride this travelator to get to the place where you want to. Now, this is the place, guys, that you will be having a hard time expressing yourself, especially if you're asking directions, because most people in so far to what I have encountered and experienced, it's so hard to communicate with them in English, guys. And if you are going to look for a direction, like which part is the immigration for foreigners, then it's a struggle. You just have to use all your senses. It's a little bit training, but it was a fun experience. Luckily, after a couple of minutes struggling to find the immigration counter, where to get our baggage, we were able to successfully did it. So that's the fun part. We were able to overcome whatever challenges we did experience to this journey. So right after getting everything that we need, we head to the taxi area. For this one, guys, meron silang parang machine where you are going to look for a taxi. So you just press there, a regular taxi. And dito sa Bangkok, guys, they do not use meter. So most of the time, you will have to negotiate for a fixed amount, like 300, 400, 500 baht to your location. They are not going to use the meter. So successfully, despite all the struggles, we were able to arrive to our first place where we are going to stay for 2 nights, and this is Tara Place. It's a little bit far from the airport though, but it was a fun and enjoyable experience. Thank you for watching.